We've all been there, standing next to a bus at a stoplight, hit by a cloud of black smoke and a roar so loud you can't hear your own music. But what if commuting did more than just get you to work? What if it actually made your city cooler, quieter, and a better place to live? Let's talk about the massive benefits of switching from diesel to electrified public transit. Diesel exhaust is a cocktail of toxins. The big players are nitrates and PM2.5, tiny particles that bypass your lungs filter and enter your bloodstream. The EPA estimates that diesel pollution from transportation causes $100 billion in health damages every year in the US alone. How about electric buses? Zero tailpipe emissions, no soot, no nitrates, no carbon monoxide. And for kids, this is huge. Children on electric school buses have lower rates of asthma and pneumonia. In fact, replacing the oldest diesel buses with electric buses nationwide could prevent 1.3 million school absences every single year. And have you noticed how loud cities are? Most of that is traffic. A diesel bus, when accelerating, is twice as loud as an electric one. Transitioning to a silent city doesn't just feel better. It lowers stress, it improves sleep, and it even boosts student behavior. In one Oklahoma school district, behavioral write-ups dropped by 50% after they switched to electric routes. As it turns out, it's easier to be a good student when you aren't getting rattled every morning by a vibrating engine. And it's not just noise. Electric motors are roughly 90% efficient, while diesel engines waste 80% of their energy as heat. Replacing an entire fleet can actually cool a city's air by nearly a full degree Celsius, helping fight the urban heat island effect. Now let's talk money. Yes, electric buses cost more upfront, but they're about 2.5 times cheaper to fuel than diesel. In Chicago, the Transit Authority found that one electric bus provides $55,000 in health savings every year just by preventing respiratory illnesses associated with diesel exhaust. Over a decade, that's $660,000 in benefits, more than enough to cover the initial price cap. And it's also a matter of justice. Low-income communities and communities of color are often stuck living near the highest polluting transit corridors. Electrifying these routes isn't just a choice, it's a way to fix decades of environmental inequality. From the streets of Shenzhen, China, which has already electrified 16,000 buses, to cities across the United States, the roadmap is clear. Between Second Life battery use for grid stability and a 95% recovery rate for recycled materials, we are building towards a circular, sustainable future. The future of transit is electric. Let's flip that switch.